I have been through the ringer. I have been through the freaking ringer. Today's been tough. Yesterday's been tough. This whole week has been tough. I don't know what is in the air. I don't know what moon is in full moon. I don't know what Mercury retrograde is going on, but something's going on. I am not the only one that's feeling like this right now. My coworkers have told me, they're like, this week feels off. This week feels off. It does because it is. Because it is. Per usual. Drinking my Waterloo. Sparkling water. Don't get the hiccups. Don't get the hiccups. I don't know why every single time. I hate it when YouTubers or content creators are like, I look so bad today. Excuse me. Excuse what I look like. But for you guys, excuse what I look like. I am just wearing concealer and a little mascara and lip liner today. I usually have a full beat with my lashes on and everything, and I usually am wearing a cuter outfit. Today we're being cozy and we're being comfortable and we're being conservative. Imagine this. Imagine this. You're walking through the desert, the Sahara Desert. It's hot as hell. You are thirsty, your throat's dry, you haven't had water in days, you're dying of thirst, you're through the desert and you see what looks to be a lake. And you're like, oh, thank God. You start going towards it. You're getting there, your feet are burning on the hot sand. You get there and it was all a mirage. It's not real. It's fake. It's not water. You thought you were about to be refreshed, get some water, be hydrated. Your body was going to feel good. You were going to feel good. Your skin was going to start glowing. You were so excited. You saw the water too when you were so thirsty going towards it. You're like, yes, finally, there it is. There it is. I'm so thirsty. You get there and it's not water. It's a mirage. That has been what my dating life has been like, and I'm sure a lot of other people have too. I'm sure a lot of people can agree too. You see the person, you're like, this is it. This is the person. They have everything I'm looking for. This is amazing. This is what I want. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Only to then find something out, be shown something you don't like. All of a sudden the truth starts coming out. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. When they say that in church, the truth shall set you free. Why is that a tongue twister? They mean the truth shall set you free. Like you're going to feel like you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine because God loves you no matter what. The truth is going to set you free. Like God sees your sin and your truth and he loves you regardless. But you know what? Is even being a Christian, you're supposed to love people for who they are, whatever. Obviously not if it's toxic. Obviously if it's not abusive, whatever. You get what I mean. The truth shall set you free in my life means you are gone, you are being set free, because the truth finally came out because you were lying, and then the truth comes out, and then I have to set you free because I'm not going to be around to be told the truth again after being told a lie. If someone lies to you, if someone paints this beautiful picture of this life, if someone acts like this perfect person and so amazing and everything that you want, be careful. And that's what's frustrating. That's what's so frustrating, and that's what's so terrifying about even dating in general, is being vulnerable, opening yourself up, being that person again that's going out, trying to meet someone, trying to get there, and it's like no matter what you do, you always feel like you come back home and you're just like, that was fun, but even then I'm scared, I'm nervous, I don't want to do this almost. Like I just kind of want to be by myself because you're just like, I am scared of being shown something again that I feel like is too good to be true, and you do everything right. You don't jump in, you don't fall too quickly, you take your time, you assess the situation, you guard your heart, then you finally start, being vulnerable and being open and loving someone, and then you finally get to a stage where it's comfortable, it's good, it's going well, it's going well, it's going well, then boom, something happens. And after multiple times of that happening to you, after a couple times of that happening to you, you just start to kind of shut off your emotions. You kind of just want to go back into your little shell, build the walls up again, close yourself off, and not open up again. Because it's so frustrating, and I'm right there with you. It is so frustrating when you are ready, when you're like, I am ready, I am a real person, I'm always honest, I always communicate, I always am so honest and so real. And not only am I honest and so real, but I am a good person and I give people more than one chance to show me who they really are. I forgive, I let it go, and then if they wrong me again, or if they do the same thing again that I told them it needed to be fixed, or this relationship would literally not work, and they, I guess, didn't believe me, you do that all, you do it all right, and then it still doesn't work. After being forgiving, after being ready, after being the one that's opening up your heart, being real, and you think that you're getting real back, and you think that you're being treated right, and you think that this is it, and you're so happy, you're finally letting go, you're finally happy, and then boom, you walk up to that freaking water, super thirsty, excited to be finally replenished, and it's not real. It's a mirage. It's kind of dramatic because I'm like, it's not like, whatever. It's not like I'm dying thirsty to be in love or something, but like, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Like, you're over it. You're over it. Like, when you have already been in a place where you felt like you loved someone, especially for my people that get out of horribly toxic relationships and then they get into another relationship like a little bit later, and then they finally let their walls down again with someone after being maybe cheated on, maybe lied to. They find somewhere inside of them to open up to someone again, to love again, to be open again. And then once they do that, and once they finally get there and they let the love back in and they're open and they're vulnerable and they're showing themselves who they are, their heart's on their sleeve, like, and then they get played or they get lied to, or they find out something about the person that they're with, or see something that they don't like, or notice that something is never going to change, and then they have to break up with that person. It's just like, you're just like, what is going on? What's going on? And even for my people out there where they broke up and it's not even that bad of a situation, like I can say right now, I'm going through something, or not going through something, where I broke up with someone and it wasn't like this horrible situation. It wasn't good, but it wasn't toxic. I just kind of had to respect my own boundaries. And when I saw that certain things were not changing, that's when I had to leave. That's when I had to step away. And I didn't want to do that. And that's the thing that people need to understand. When you're the one breaking up with someone, you don't want to be breaking up with that person. You want them to be the person that you need them to be, but they can't be the person that you need them to be. So you have to do yourself a favor and love yourself enough to leave them, to let them go, to set them free, to go be the person that they're supposed to be. And then if they're truly meant for you, they can come back. They can come back, but they better come back with a whole new energy, acting right, doing all the things that you needed them to do to begin with. If they really love you, then they will come back and they will be that person for you. If they really are meant to be with you, they will change and they will come back and they will be that person for you. I believe that that's possible. Not in all cases. If you're getting cheated on or hit or anything like that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But if it's something more minor that this person could work on and they can go do that, wonderful. And if they come back with a whole new energy, wonderful. The thing is, it's frustrating, and I just want to know, and I want to let you guys know that I'm right there with you. It is so frustrating when you have been, why does my voice shake like I'm going to cry? I'm not going to cry right now. I felt like I was going to cry all day. I was like, I cannot wait to go home and cry. I cannot wait to come home and cry my eyes out. And I really put on music when I was driving home to cry today. I was like, I'm going to put this song on so I can cry. You Were Right by Millennium. And I didn't cry. And I was like, okay. Okay, queen. Thing is that it's frustrating, and I want you guys to know that I'm right there with you when I say that when you think that you found somebody that you think is good for you, and then it ends up not working out, and then you have to leave them, or if they break up with you. And it's after you've already like been in a situation that was bad, or you've already been in a situation, or even if you haven't been in a situation and you're just excited finally about someone, and then something happens. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's so frustrating because it's like you get a little teaser. Like, oh, life, thanks. We're going to tease you and show you the possibility of a healthy, happy relationship, and then we're going to take it away from you. And then something's going to happen where you're like, what the heck is going on? Rewind, because I don't know what's going on. And I've seen this happen in my friends' relationships where they meet this guy, like, oh, he's so amazing, he's so wonderful, he's so this. Then something happens and they're like, what? Even like their whole world just like flips because they're like, wait, what's going on? Like the whole relationship just like took a 360, 180, did a 180. And you're just like, what is happening? What is going on? You're being shown different sides. And this is why you have to be so careful and take it slow. Take it slow, ease into it in the beginning. And that's also frustrating too, because then when you get back out into the dating world, and you're back on the market and you're dating again, you're going on dates, you are so much more guarded now because you're like, I just like went through something with someone, and then I went through something again. I opened up my heart again after being hurt again. And then I open up my heart again, give people chances again. Here we are back on the dating market, and now it's like you meet someone and you might be really excited about them, and you might have hope, and you might be like, I have so much fun with them, I don't want to put too much pressure on it, let's just have fun, let's just see where this goes. And you can do that and it's fun. Like I can do that, and it's a good time. But then it's like afterwards you're kind of like, it's almost like, is it even worth it? You start to get in your head, you start to wonder if it's even worth it, and you want to go back into your little cocoon and shut off and shut down and forget it, just like cut everyone off. Is that avoidant? Am I avoidant? I did the test to see, and it said that I was like 90% secure and 10% avoidant, which I definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. I was just happy that I was 90% secure though, but still, it's like, I know that there's people that are watching this that are avoidant and even anxious and even securely attached, but when you are avoidant, you get to a point sometimes where you just want to like take a step back and almost like, I'm not ready, let's not do this, let me take a step back, because you're scared and you're afraid and you don't want to feel all the feelings. And that's how you know, because you're usually not feeling all the feelings, and then when you feel them, you get scared of those feelings and you want to just push them back down because you don't want to feel all those feelings. If you're like that, I'm right there with you. I personally can shut off my emotions, and this isn't a great thing, but I was watching a video, Girls Gone Bible, and my cat's coming over. Hi, Blue. Ange was talking about, are you gonna make it? Okay, tease. Ange was talking about how she shut off her emotions, and she shut them off because of the family that she grew up in. She wasn't allowed to really show emotions. That wasn't something that was talked about. Mental health wasn't something that was talked about. And this is what I have to say to that. I grew up in a household where like we didn't really cry. There was definitely anger, but there wasn't like sadness. There wasn't talking about your emotions. There wasn't like talking about how something was really bothering you. There was none of that. So as an adult, I've already gone through so many things in my life that most people haven't gone through yet. That going through has made me shut off my emotions to a point where it can be scary sometimes. And I feel like lately I have been hoping and praying to feel more lately, because I feel like sometimes it's easy for me to just, I'm not sad, I don't feel anything at all. So tapping into my emotions again and realizing, like, no, you're sad about this, or you're upset about this, or you're mad about this, or whatever it may be, grief, even grief, like, you're sad, it's okay to cry about it, it's okay to be sad about it, and telling myself that and reminding myself that it's not going to be a forever thing, it's only going to be a moment, and it's okay to be sad for a moment. And I think it's hard because we want to give ourselves that space, but it's hard. It's hard when you've been shutting off your emotions for so long. And this is what I'm talking about, and relaying it back to the original message. When you start dating again after being vulnerable with someone and after trusting in someone, and then they don't follow through and they don't come through with everything that they do and say, it's scary. And then you're like, what do I do? What do I do when I get excited again about someone? What do I do when I'm laying in bed next to someone? We tell each other that we love each other. We go to sleep. I ask them if there's something that they want to talk to me about, and they say no. I open up to them and I realize that they're not sharing back with me. I realize that I'm telling them every single thing about me and I don't really know that much about them. I'm realizing all of a sudden all these things. What are you supposed to do when that happens? What are you supposed to do when you get to that stage where you are with someone and you're very happy and Baloo, and you think that, like, this could be it? What do you do when you get excited again? What do you do when you're happy that someone's texting you and calling you? What do you do when you get the excited feelings again? It's like, it's going to be in the back of your head of the disappointment. Unfortunately, it's going to be there, like, a little bit, where it's like, be careful, remember what happened last time. And I don't care what anyone says, even if you've healed from the past situation, it doesn't matter, because your body is still recognizing it. And you get excited, and then you get a little bit nervous, and you have to, like, trust in yourself. And the thing that I have learned is this: every single time that I've been like, I'm not going to open up again, my walls are up, I'm not going to be vulnerable again, oh, it's going to take so long for someone to tear these walls down, it's going to take so long for me to love someone again, it's going to take so long for, like, to get there with someone again. When I said that to myself last time, and then I did it again, I ended up putting my walls down, being vulnerable, like, letting myself love someone, letting myself be loved. When I got to that point, I realized, no, I am going to be able to do that again, and I will be able to do that again, no matter how many times it happens. And the reason why is because I know in myself that that's just the way that I am. Like, I'm going to be open, I'm going to be vulnerable, I'm going to be loving, I'm going to be caring. When I genuinely care about someone, I care. I don't try to, like, hide it too much. And obviously it takes a certain point, like, not in the beginning stages, because you're not there yet. Down the line, like, down the line, you will get there again. And even if this person does not end up being who they say they are, even if this person does end up lying, or you find out something that you don't like and you don't want to be with them anymore, it's okay. My God. Because, oh my God, just ignore it. Just ignore him. When, Baloo, what the heck? You realize that you've done it before and you can do it again, and you can get there with someone again. And the thing that you can just do this time, the thing that you can keep in mind, and unfortunately, this is just what it is. No matter what this person does, no matter what happens, I will always have me. I love myself, and I will always have me to fall back on. I will always have me. I will always have myself to protect myself. I'll always have me to fall back on. I will always have my own self-love. I don't need any outward love. I don't need any love from outside of me coming into me. I don't need that, because I have so much love within myself. If I'm vulnerable and if I'm open, if someone gets to see the beauty of the person that I am, then at least they know that true love exists. I know that the love I give is true and real, and no one could say it's not, and that's how I feel. I know that within myself, whoever I have been in a relationship with, or whoever I was with, it's like, I know that my love was true and real. And if I had to end it for a reason, that's unfortunate. But I know at the end of the day, like, I gave it all I got. And I can sleep and go to bed at night knowing I did that. I gave it all I got. I gave it all I needed to give it. I did all the things I needed to do. And that is all I can do. And I can't change how people are. I can't change the way they act. I can't change the way that they operate. I can't change the way that they love. I could only go be with someone who loves the same way I do. I could only be with someone who is the way that I am and is honest and is truthful and is communicative. And I know that you guys watching have maybe been in situations where you're like, what the heck is going on? What's going on? And then you have to leave that person. And all I want you to know is this: at the end of the day, you are going to be okay. And I know that's hard to hear, like, what? Shut up. I don't want to hear this right now. I want to crash out. Like, no. The end of the day is you're going to be okay. You're always going to have yourself. You're always going to have your self-love. Having somebody in your life who treats you amazing and is such a good person and so amazing and loves you so much is great, yeah. But it's not great when they end up turning that off, when they end up turning into a different person, or when they end up not fully being the person that you need them to be. That's not great. It's not great. And I hear these situations happen with my friends and with people in my life. I hear these situations happen, and it's like, it's not great to have that uncertainty. It's not something that you want. Like, there's things that are forgivable. There's things that are that someone can go fix and come back into your life. But there's also things that are forgivable. Everything is forgivable, but forgivable and let it go, or forgive them and stay with them, is a whole different story. And we could get into that another day. But it's better to be fully within yourself, to know, yes, again, I'm going to be vulnerable. Yes, again, I'm going to love someone. Yes, again, I'm going to receive love. It's all going to be okay. Yes, again, I'm going to feel the same way. Like, this could be it. This could be the person. This is going somewhere. This is amazing. And then it might actually, and then it will. And that's the thing to be excited about, is to think about that. You haven't yet experienced the best love of your life. You haven't yet experienced what it's like to be loved the way that you love. And as soon as you do, and as soon as you get to have that true experience, can you imagine how incredible and amazing and enchanting that's going to be? You're like, wow, this is what people were talking about. This is what we're talking about here. This is what I was looking for. This is what I deserve. This is not a mirage. I actually walked to the freaking pond in the desert. And it was ice cold, clear Fiji water. And I drank it up. And I'm good. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be a whole different story. And you haven't even experienced it yet. And just the beauty and the magic behind that makes me excited enough. And you're not going to have to fear. You're going to sit there and fear, what if, because they're not going to give you any reason to feel that way, because they're just going to be honest and truthful with you from the beginning and communicate with you and be open with you from the beginning. That you're not going to have to wonder and sit and wonder what's going on. You're going to always know. You're going to always know what the plan is, what the next step is, because they're going to sit there and they're going to tell you. Except they're also going to show you, and it's not going to be fake, and it's not just going to be words. It's going to be actions and words, and it's going to be everything else in between. And that's something that I want you guys to get excited about, because it can be hard when you've been through a breakup, when you've gone through things, when you've already gone through the toxic, you've already gone through the healthy relationship, you've already gone through all these things, and you're like, what is going on? I just want you to know that the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And until then, you have yourself, you got yourself, I got you too. And I love you and you love yourself. And that is what's important. And you are full on your own. And you better be sitting there. You better be sitting there taking care of yourself. You better be sitting there working out. You better be sitting there praying and eating healthy. You better be sitting there making your money. And you better be sitting there telling your cat to shut up. You better be sitting there. And you're receiving energy. Right, Blue? Exactly. You better be sitting there in your queen energy and your receiving energy, sitting there waiting for it all to come to you. That is the conclusion of this video. That is the end of the video. I didn't really know what to film today, so I just, whatever. I always say this every week. I don't ever plan episodes or write stuff down. Here I am, and I just click the button and I go. Because I can just yap. It's a yapathon. We all yap. I speak Japanese, whatever. But thank you guys for joining. And I appreciate the recent views I've been getting. I feel like my views have been going up. The comments make me so happy when you guys comment things. It makes me so happy. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps a lot when you like, comment, and subscribe. Again, email me your questions. Email me stuff you want advice on. Email me stuff that you just want to email me. And yeah, send me stories. Tell me things that you guys gone through that are similar to this. Because I want to know. I want to know. We are not alone. We are not alone in this. I know many of you are going to watch this like, yep, on every little thing. Check. I know. Anyways, I love you. And I will talk to you next time. Au revoir.